right, Black Ralph. 3 times a charm. Family, we are back in the building again. Clap it up again. Good job, YouTube. Whatever y'all trying to do, congratulations. But you won't stop the work that we got going on over here. It don't matter how many times you try. I told you, when you go into the bathroom and you say, gentlemen, then 3 times in the mirror, I pop up. Okay? It don't matter. I'm coming. This would not stop. Let me make sure my audio. Can you guys hear me? Can you guys hear me clear? Is the audio good? Clap it up one more time for the family. Guys, I don't know what the hell going on. I don't know what the hell going on, but the work has to continue. The work has to continue. It will not stop. We standing on business. We putting belt to ass. Because, listen to me. And before we get started and get back to the conversation, I want to show you guys something, right? This is a knife that's similar to what Karmelo Anthony had, right? Let me move my this is the knife similar to what Karmelo Anthony had, right? I carry this on a daily basis, right? This is a 3.5-inch knife, a small blade, right? You can see that I used it a few times. This is my daily use. I carry this with me every day. This was with me while I was at work. This is a common knife that people carry on them on a daily basis. This is nothing extreme. This is not a samurai sword. This is not a sword that Blade had. This is a simple pocket knife, right? You can use this to clip onto your pants and all of this. This is not nothing that you look at and you get scared about. This is not a scary knife. This is a simple pocket knife. This is what Karmelo Anthony had. But you let these people tell it that Karmelo Anthony had a samurai sword. I carry this with me today at work. Every day I carry this with me. Because you might not know what you might need a knife for. A lot of people carry it when they want to open the box. A lot of people carry it when they, working, cutting wires, ropes, fishing. This is a common pocket knife to have. But the way they describe this knife, bruh, come on now. This is not nothing fancy. You can go buy this shit at the gas station. This is not nothing that's extreme. When you see this knife, it don't scare you or nothing like that. Why Karmelo Anthony brought a knife to the track? I don't understand. He brought a knife, dude. Bro, this knife it's just a regular knife. Like, y'all gotta chill out. This knife is not fancy, bro. Like, these people act like this is a fancy knife or something. Bro, relax. But salute to the family. We are back in the building. Yeah, Terry, they don't want this truth to go out. But I told you guys, you say my name 3 times, I pop up like the candy man. Right? I pop up like the candy man. So we finna get back into this work. We ain't stopping. Every time y'all try to take me down, I'm coming back. Let's go.
Be a person that want to protect their stuff and don't want a person
protect what stuff? All black folks still?
What you mean?
Yeah, I'm back, D Royal. I'm back, family. I'm back. Smash that like button. Get the likes up. Subscribe to the channel. Become a channel member. Support what we got going on over here. And guys, again, for the people that's coming in, this is the scary knife that these people talking about Karmelo Anthony had. This is my daily carry. I carry this with me every day. Every day I go to work, I carry this small little pocket knife. This is a 3.5-inch knife that Karmelo Anthony had. This is not nothing fancy. You can go buy these at Walmart, gas stations, anywhere. This is not scary to have. You can cut up with boxes. This is and every time I go out, I see it, probably every white man had this clipped onto their pants, y'all. Somebody had this clipped onto their pants all day, every day. But Karmelo have it. All of a sudden, oh my God, he had a bazooka. Let's get to the work, family.
My tent. I don't gotta be racist. I don't want nobody under my tent.
I don't know, Kimberly. They messing with me. They messing with me. I don't know what's going on, but I'm still gonna show up. I'm still gonna pop up, and we still gonna put this work in. Let's go.
It's not his tent.
It's my school tent. It's just, it's just
okay,
like
let's say it's your tent. So you telling me because it's your tent?
Hold on,
don't even say that.
Let me go back.
Did we hear?
I'm gonna talk about Karmelo. Yeah, they say he a bully. That's why everybody said. That's why they went and got Austin. Tell me a white guy gonna tell a black guy what to do. We ain't in 1902.
How you know you're a bully? Why can't you just be like the toughest one? They go get the toughest one.
That's a bullet. Toughest one is a bullet.
How the toughest one?
Come on, man. If you the toughest one and you walk up to a kid that's your age and you tell him to get up from under the tent and he don't move and you keep on telling him and you keep on telling him, then you tell him, I'm finna move you myself, or you don't even say that. You go grab him yourself. That's a bullet. I don't care how you try to put it. I don't care how you try to labor it. Anytime you tell anybody to move and they don't move.
How can that not just be a person that want to protect their stuff and don't want a person
protect what stuff? All black folks steal?
What you mean? What you mean? Just, it's my tent. I don't gotta be racist. I don't want nobody under my tent.
It ain't his tent. It's not his tent.
It's my school tent. It's just
okay,
like mine.
let's say if your
dude, that's not his tent, bro. That's not his tent, and that tent was standing in a public bleacher, right? That tent, the area that they were sitting in, Memorial High School do not own the bleachers. You can sit anywhere. I can bring a tent to a track meet. That doesn't mean that I own the section over there in the bleachers. And Austin Metcalf is not even on the track team. But I'm sure you don't know this. I'm sure you don't know this, right? Because you have to project, you got to tap dance, and you got to bootlick. My tent, my tent, my tent. That 17-year-old child do not own the memorial tent. They do not own the property that their tent is on. They do not own the bleachers that the tent was covering. Let's just get that out the way. Because I don't know, this infatuation and this obsession with claiming his tent as ownership, like, goddamn, is Austin going to take this with him home? Well, he in the dirt, so I guess it's his tent.
So you telling me because it's your tent, you got the right to tell me to move? Even if you move, you got the right to put your hand on me? Forget that. Say it was his tent. Say Austin bought the tent.
Right.
Do he have the right to go up there and move him himself?
No.
Do he have the right to come up?
So he touched him?
He touched him.
Yes, he touched
that,
him.
though.
He knew that. He trying to act stupid.
Karmelo was sitting down. Now, you know, he can't be no murder. A gangster don't sit down when somebody approach him. He was sitting down and he had reaching his bag. He might got a little blade.
Yeah, family, I think they reporting my live. I think they doing a lot of shiesty shit over here, but it don't matter. I'm going to keep popping up like Candyman. They going to get this work. They going to get this belt to ass, and that's how we going to do. Right? We're gonna keep working. We're going to keep showing up. It don't matter what they do. You can knock this live down 10 times. I'm still going to show up. Let's go.
That he might use to protect himself.
Smash that like button.
And so here's somebody coming telling you they finna move you. What made him go in his bag? Let's think about it. What made him go in his bag? He didn't come to school premeditate. That's a murder. He didn't get up in the morning and say, I'm going to go take this knife because I feel like them Austin boys going to come mess with me. That's premeditate.
Exactly.
If he did that, if he got up and said, I'm going to take this knife to school because I was planning on killing somebody, then he deserved 35 years.
Just like Casey Allen. Casey Allen premeditated his unaliving on that Latino kid. He said exactly what he was about to do to that kid, and he did it. He poked him over 4 times. He said he want to send him to the ICU. He went and got a weapon. He was telling other people what he wanted to do to that kid, and he done it. And he got sentenced to 10 years. And we already know he's going to get out in about 5. He already did about 1.5 years, 2 years now. They didn't give him premeditated murder, and he actually premeditated. He talked about it. He texted other students and told them what he about to do to this child. And he did it. But these people want to run around with this narrative that Karmelo Anthony premeditated this. He came to look for trouble when he didn't even know him. They don't have no prior history with having beef or nothing. He was sitting down, minding his business, wasn't doing nothing to nobody. The Metcalf brothers come to the stadium, all hell break loose.
How do you know?
Salute to the Tory Experience for the $5 super chat. Welcome back, King. Thank you so much, Tory. These people is trying to stop the truth, but we will not stop. We will prevail. Thank you so much, Tory, for your $5 super chat. I appreciate you. Thank you. Let's get back into this work.
He couldn't, because he's not a prophet. He's not a mind regulator. He can't make your mind do something or force you to do something in his own spirit.
And I want to piggyback off what the pastor just said. You can't make another person do anything that they don't want to do. When they said, Karmelo said, touch me again and see what happened, these people said that Karmelo provoked Austin to do that. How am I going to provoke you to do anything? I don't have mind control over you, Debo. You are your own person. You control your own actions. You can't go into the courtroom and say, well, he made me unalive this person. He made me go rob this liquor store. The judge gonna be like, I don't give a damn who made you. You are accountable for your own actions. So when they keep saying that Karmelo provoked him to do it, he made him do it, that says a lot about Austin Metcalf. He has low impulse control. He can't control himself. He's a bully. He's an animal. He's a predator. But y'all want to run away from the fact that he's a bully, and we're going to make sure that we harper on that point that the Austin and Hunter are bullies. Y'all cannot run away from that.
Play too much.
So you say that knife could have been for anybody that tried to do something to him?
That knife could have just been there. He wasn't looking for no trouble that day.
Right.
Like the people try to say he came to school looking for trouble.
He came to school with a knife.
That doesn't mean if he came to school with a knife. Like I just said, family, this is my everyday carry. That doesn't mean that I want to work looking for trouble. I'm going out in public looking for trouble. This is the same knife that Karmelo had. This is a 3.5-inch knife that's legal to carry. So me having this clipped onto my pants, that mean I'm looking for trouble? You see how stupid this sound when y'all keep repeating this and these Sambos be going out? Like they really believe that Karmelo Anthony had a knife in his backpack and he was looking to unalive Austin Metcalf. They really believe that. He got psychic. So they have to believe that Karmelo had psychic powers. He knew the Austin and Hunter was going to approach him then. If he came there looking to unalive Austin, you have to say that he has psychic power and he was sitting under that tent. He knew when the Metcalf brother was going to come in and approach him. He knew it. Wow. Y'all giving him a lot of power.
Did he know you gonna mess? Did I know you gonna mess? What's wrong with coming to school now? People come with people got guns. They carry. Why do people carry guns?
I go to school with the knife. We understand that, but I deliberately go somewhere that's out of bounds where I know I should not be.
Well, hold on. You either saying he should not go where he should be, or you saying it's wrong for him to have a knife? Which one is it?
I'm saying that he had a knife. And
what that mean? That's wrong?
Listen, the knife is not wrong, right?
Okay.
But he went.
Do people carry guns?
People carry guns.
Is it wrong for them to carry guns?
I can't say that.
Okay, so it depends on if you believe in carrying a gun.
Right, I can't say it's wrong.
Okay. Watch this here.
I agree, Pastor.
Okay, watch this here. Everybody believe in carrying something to protect themselves.
Right.
Same way people who bear arms, guns. What if somebody that walk around with a gun every day get in a situation that they have to stand their ground, or somebody come along and mess with them, put their hands on their kids, put their hand on them? You gonna tell me when they put their hand on, grab you or approach you, and you turn around and shoot them, and you gonna say, "Oh, what you doing with a gun?"
Right.
Oh, you can't look. That don't even make sense.
It don't make sense.
So here's the point. This way, people try to close people's mind in.
Okay.
They are trying to focus on the opinion, not the fact.
Okay.
First thing we say, he had a knife, just like you see the Uncle Tom black folks. Oh, they trying to protect him because he's black. No. He had a knife. What they doing with a knife? What's wrong with him having a knife?
Nothing.
That's not the question.
Right.
Why did Austin go to a 17-year-old kid, black kid? I don't care if black, white, I'm just using that. And go and try to tell him, come from under a tent, or try to force him when in fact he know good well ain't no another kid gonna listen to another kid.
And that's
Exactly. And this is what we keep trying to ask these people. This is what I asked Megyn Kelly and all you degenerates out there. Y'all know goddamn well when y'all was back in school and you was sitting somewhere chilling at a basketball game, football game, another child is not going to come to you and tell you you need to move and you going to get up and comply. Stop it. They know exactly what Austin's intentions was, but they don't want to talk about it. They deflecting. They have to continue to talk about how Karmelo brought a knife instead of Austin's actions. No, let's talk about the actions of Austin, because the knife don't matter if the actions weren't there. The actions is approaching Karmelo aggressive, putting your hands on him, y'all jumping him, trying to physically remove him from somewhere that you do not have authority of. Y'all keep saying that he had no business being over here. When y'all say that, y'all are saying that or implying that he was somewhere illegal. And I got to ask everybody that says that, was it illegal for him to sit under the tent? Was it illegal? No, he in a public sitting. That tent is in a public area. That high school do not own that section of the bleachers. But the reason why we got to keep talking about this family and keep repeating this, because these idiots just want to brush out the fact that Austin Metcalf is the reason why he's in the dirt. So they got to focus on a knife that's none and void. That don't even the knife don't even mean nothing. The tent don't even mean nothing, family. They are trying to avoid of holding Austin Metcalf accountable. So put all the blame on Karmelo, even though he didn't approach Austin. He didn't approach no student with a weapon. But y'all keep talking about this damn knife that nobody in the stadium knew that he had until he decided to protect himself.
trying to say, why, in fact, did he even go under the tent?
It's a banking app called Current with a
sense, man. We're focused on stuff that don't benefit the facts.
Right.
We're focused on he was under a tent that didn't belong to him. Okay, Christian boy, what a good person, if Austin was a good person like we say he was, why could he say, man, it's ringing, when it get through ringing, can you come from under the tent?
Exactly.
My coach don't want nobody under this tent.
Exactly.
Can you move?
Was they playing against that team? Like,
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. If Jeff Metcalf trying to paint Austin to be this Christian boy, why he couldn't approach Karmelo Anthony with respect? Hey, bro, our coach really don't want nobody over here right now. Do you mind, probably walking over there somewhere or going somewhere else, because he just want, the student athletes over here. And if Karmelo would have said no or whatever like that, even though I don't believe he would have said that if you would have came to him with respect and not put your hands on him. And then if Karmelo, let's just say Karmelo said, no, I ain't going nowhere. Okay, cool. There are coaches in the stadium. But what y'all fail to realize, Austin and Hunter don't give a damn about coaches. They didn't give a damn about doing the right thing. They had one objective and one objective only, is to jump and put hands on Karmelo Anthony. And y'all refusing to admit that tells me everything that I need to know about your thought process. You don't care about the facts. It's all about your feelings and avoiding accountability. That's it.
Was it like
I heard they had problems against each other. They knew each other, whatever, a school, but that don't change the fact, man.
so they had problems from school before?
I don't know. That's opinion. I don't know. I like to speak on facts.
Right.
And he told them multiple times, this is how they find him guilty. They kept stressing, even on news, people who are already one side, most Caucasian, majority of them, not all of them, was already one-sided before the situation even got to the court.
Yep, the jury.
People's mind already made up.
The jury.
They draw this big old picture, all on news. They show this D2 twin. They show them when they was a baby.
Yep.
They show their dad as a good Christian. They paint the picture for people. They paint the picture, and now everybody, the whites is upset. This black guy, just murder him, stick him in the heart. Okay, watch this here. You think he intent to stick him in the heart? The boy, when he did it, or if he fell on it, how they try to say it, or he stuck, it don't even matter. We do know it came from his book bag. Watch this here. Here's the fact though. The boy, when he ran, he told the police or the coach, he said, if he died, it's gonna change your life. He said, oh, he'll be okay. He didn't know that he stabbed him to death. A murderer knows when he kills intent. Then he said, he asked him, is he all right? A murderer don't ask nobody, is they all right?
Exactly. You want me to show you somebody who did it with intent? This gentleman right here, shout out to Rodney. He deliberately did his unaliving with intent and went to court and accepted his punishment with his head up high. This somebody that wasn't worrying about did that officer survive or nothing like that. Nope. I know exactly what I did, and I did it on purpose. This is somebody that acted on intent. Somebody that really was standing on business. Not no 17-year-old child that was crying when he got in handcuffs. Y'all trying to paint Karmelo out to be a monster when y'all know that he's not like that. That's not his history. He don't have that type of background to be this vicious murderer like y'all trying to paint him to be. Y'all are just upset and mad that Karmelo won the altercation. He came out on top. He came out alive. That's what it is. So refusing to hold him accountable is not, refusing to hold Austin accountable is not going to bring him back. You might as well tell the truth now. You might as well tell the truth now. This is somebody that wasn't crying in the courtroom. Wasn't a man right here that was crying on body cam footage. He knew exactly what he wanted to do. And he held his head up high, proud at defending his family of what them race soldiers did to his son. Karmelo Anthony not like that. He's not built like that. That's why he asked, was Austin okay? Is he going to survive? I told him not to put his hands on me. He was deeply sorry. He was hurt. He was scared.
I come to kill. So
smash that like button, family. Salute to the chat. I know we had some little mishaps in the last couple of streams, YouTube. I don't know what's going on, guys, but we back. Everything seems like it's flowing right now. I'm so glad to host you guys on this evening. Salute to the family. Salute to everybody. Make sure we smash this like button. Shout out to my channel members. Become a channel member. Support the work that we got going on over here, family. Salute to y'all. Let's get back into this work.
When people don't focus on the fact, they only try to draw a thought in your mind to manipulate the situation. And that's why if you can't think for yourself, you'll be just like some of these blacks that don't invest the situation, and you be like some of these white that don't invest the situation. Right. The only thing they're saying, this guy, this one lady, I don't know what that heifer name is, she gonna say, these guys, they mad, trying to protect a murder. I don't think she was saying
Megyn
he
Kelly.
told him 15 times
Megyn
to
Kelly.
move. Here's a good guy, but they never say this. Nobody never say this. Why Anthony didn't just leave him alone?
Exactly.
Why he didn't go get no authority?
Exactly.
Why did he put his hands on him?
See, that's the question. That's the $1 million question right there. That's the $1 million question that I have refused to see the Sambos answer, Megyn Kelly, the white supremacists, the racist white people that's lying about Karmelo Anthony. That's the $1 million question. If Austin was so butthurt about Karmelo sitting under a tent, why he didn't go get a coach or an adult? And I know you guys not going to answer it because, for one, y'all stupid. And for one, y'all ignorant and y'all evil and y'all animalistic people. So I don't expect y'all to answer this question truthfully. But that's the $1 million question. Because we know, because another reason why you are going to refuse to answer that question, because you know Austin's intentions. His intentions was not to just remove Karmelo Anthony and go get an adult. No, he wanted that smoke. He wanted that smoke. So that's what Karmelo Anthony gave him.
What make him think that he can make him move once he seen that he wasn't gonna move? Then watch this. They never talked about how the boy sat down. If the boy wanted some trouble, he wouldn't just sit down and allow him to walk up on him. He would have stood up, say, "Come on, come on." He just sat there hoping he can sell it. He was saying, "Long you don't touch me." A real murder don't let you know what he got. He trying to sell it. He said, "Ain't nothing in there." He really thought he was trying to say he ain't got no gun up in there. Because kids don't carry knife, they carry gun. And so he said, "This is Frisco." This was Austin said before he got killed. So he went and tried to snatch the bag and touch him. Not only snatched the bag, but grabbed him. At the same, after he snatched the bag. Here's the fact. What if a weapon was in there like a gun? That's self-defense. Why? It's because you're trying to take something out from me that you think is a weapon in there.
Exactly.
So he went to snatch the bag first, then he grabbed them. That's ill self-defense. That you can't argue with that.
And Hunter admitted that on his interview. My brother came up and he snatched the bag and because he always got my back right or wrong, and then I whipped around and then I seen Austin grabbing his chest and falling down the bleachers. He admitted to Austin grabbing Karmelo Anthony's bag. He changed his story 2 times. That's the reason why he didn't take his funk ass on the stand, because the lies was going to get exposed once they cross-examine him. Because you telling us what happened. Think about this, family. Hunter is telling us what's going on under this tent. And you not going to take this to the stand and testify on your brother's behalf? Really? Really? You going to go detail for detail about Austin took the bag. He done this. He done that. We approached him. You even said Karmelo got aggressive. You kept saying aggressive, trying to sell it. But then again, you didn't go to court to testify. But you want to make a witness impact statement. And you want to tell us how much you love your brother. Now, real love was defending your brother and going and taking a stand and telling us the truth. Because Hunter know the truth. See, the reason why Hunter is so quiet and you don't see Hunter on the video with Jeff Metcalf and he's not on social media doing nothing, because he know deep down inside he's the reason why his brother is dead. Because in that surveillance video, it was Hunter running ahead of the line, rushing to get to Karmelo. He was the first person that approached Karmelo. And he's thinking right now in his mind, like, all I had to do was just leave Karmelo alone, not try to bully him, not put our hands on him, not talk to him crazy, and my twin brother would be here right now. But this was going to be destined to happen to these twins because they racist pieces of shit.
Because the first step to self-defense, if you're trying to grab something that you think that can harm you, or you can use it to harm somebody with it. That's why.
So he could have harmed. If he would have got the knife, got the bag, he could have harmed him with it.
Come on.
That makes sense.
Come on.
That makes sense.
Come on, man.
That makes sense.
Come on, man.
Right.
Because he said himself, look what he say, He said, this is Frisco. You ain't got nothing in that bag. But a lawyer that had in a sense could have brought this out. Nobody brought that out. He went to grab the bag.
With the weapon.
Yeah, with the weapon in it.
So whoever control the weapon gonna hurt somebody with the weapon.
Hurt somebody with the weapon. But Karmelo having to have it in his hand. You see what I'm saying?
He thought it was in the bag.
He thought it was in the bag. That's why he snatched the bag first. That's why they didn't bring his brother in the courtroom. Yep. That's why they didn't allow people to see the original video. Yep. Black people, all I'm telling the black people, this is what I'm saying, man. I'm not telling the black people get in their emotion. I'm telling them look at the fact. I'm talking about the Uncle Tom, the one talking about he deserved 35 years. He deserved 35 years if he intent to kill somebody.
Exactly.
Yes, you can't put no value on life if you're a murderer, but if you protect yourself, that's why they did not want to change the fact that they could have gave him manslaughter. He even deserved manslaughter. To be honest, if they want to certify both kind, both race, okay, give him manslaughter.
Yeah, manslaughter at worst, right? Like, if anything y'all was going to convict him on, because I believe he should have been walked away scot-free, exonerated, nothing. He was defending himself from two racist piece of shit, right? But at worst, manslaughter. This was an accidental unaliving. This was not premeditated. This how you know this was a setup from the jump. Judge Roach made sure that he planned all this out so that Karmelo Anthony can get found guilty on murder. So he trying to make it seem like that he was going by the law by giving this jury the option of manslaughter. And those 12 white supremacist jurors went back there in that room and came back less than 2 hours with a guilty verdict. That tells me that their minds was already made up. That's why they didn't release no video, no evidence, no nothing before the trial. They didn't show the evidence of the closed knife because the knife was closed, family. The picture of the knife, it was closed. They didn't even present this in evidence in the trial. See, Judge Roach tried to come out with that interview and trying to save face, talking about he followed the law, and then you finna retire at the end of the year. You think you finna run away from this case scotch-free? Because I guarantee you, if this was any other case, Judge Roach would still be trying to run again for re-election to be a judge in that county. So in my opinion, I think they paid him off, or they made sure that he was set up good to throw this case.
But in reality, that boy sat down, minding his own business, and anybody, any kid that's for real, you ain't gonna let nobody make you get in the ring if you got a little bit of a man about yourself.
I get
Come on.
I get the part, but you said that he asked, and I just want to go back to this. You said he asked, "Is he okay?" Right?
Yes.
So are you saying that he didn't die right away?
He didn't know. Karmelo that thought he might have got stuck.
So he died right away. So he did.
Yeah, he did die, but he didn't know it. Unfortunately, it hit him in the heart.
Salute, family. Salute to the family. Salute to the chat. Make sure you guys smash that like button. Negligent homicide at most, right? That's what they got Casey Allen. That's what they gave him. That's what they charged him with. And he premeditated his unaliving. Salute to the chat. Guys, we got over 200 viewers. We need 200 likes. Smash that like button for me, family. Smash that like button. Subscribe to the channel. Salute, salute, salute.
This how you know people are real. This how every Caucasian person, and I love white people. My best friend is white, but I stand up for what's right. These people have no compassion for facts.
Nope, they don't care.
You're talking about you're a Christian, but you don't have compassion and forgiveness.
You a Christian.
Okay, what did Jesus say? Forgive them for what they know not what they do. Here Jesus on the cross. They killing him in the process he praying for him.
Man, them motherfuckers ain't
He
no
didn't
Christian.
say, Father, give him 35 years. He said, forgive them for what they know, not what they do.
Right.
We're a Christian, but we run around with unforgiving. I don't care if it's black or white. Majority of people that call they Christian, they Ku Klux Klan kill in the name of Jesus. Brought us on a boat called the name of Jesus. Cause they hide behind a Christian name don't mean they're Christian.
Salute to Kiana with the $100 cash out. Salute to you. She said, we appreciate your dedication. Thank you so much, love. I appreciate that. You are the real MVP, Kiana. Thank you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. You are the GOAT. Thank you so much.
I'm getting tired of folks getting on TV. We a good Christian family, and I brought my son. Did you teach your son love?
Right.
Did you teach your son not to get up on people and get in their space? Did you teach your son when somebody that's been aggressive or whatever to walk away? Did you treat your son that sometimes you got to do things different? Do you teach your son? The Bible says if a man take your hat, give him your coat also. If you teaching your son to be a Christian, how is it that we got here? I'm going to tell you what it is. You're trying to make your son look like he's just a good kid. He's just like any other kid. He around other kids that's laughing, playing. They can't tell me nobody pull no cameras out. People pull their cameras out for anything.
Exactly. Then they try to say that Eddie pretended like he was recording. Like, do you guys really believe that? It's 2026. These kids record everything. These people really want us to believe that Eddie pulled out his phone and pretended to record, but he didn't record. And as you guys can see, even in the grainy video, you see everybody turning around looking at the altercation. You can tell a few people had their phone out, but these people want us to believe that Eddie just whipped out his phone and he gonna say he pretended to record, but he didn't. That's a lie. That's a lie. And y'all can't run around and try to make it seem like Austin is such a good kid. That's what Megan and Jeff trying to do right now. That's what Jeff is going around to all these different podcasts after he went on his racist rant. But by you going on that racist rant, Jeff, that told us everything we need to know about your son's upbringing. Your son's was raised in a single mother home that you destroyed. You wasn't there for them boys. They begged Megan to leave your ass because you wasn't shit. So now you trying to save face, come out here, speak highly of your boys. And it's a reason why you don't see Megan around him. And as soon as that guy Will Kane on Fox News try to say, yeah, and I spoke to your husband, Megan tried to say that Jeff is not my husband, but Hunter shut her up. Hunter shushed her on national TV. That woman don't have no control over them boys. Them boys was dangerous and out of control. So Jeff tried to come on Fox News and try to tell them how loving Austin is, how compassionate he is. You really think we believe that stupid ass shit after what you just said, calling Karmelo a watermelon felon? And black people is low IQ. Black people can't fill out this. We can't do this. Y'all had us enslaved. You really think we gonna believe that, Jeff? You can go on every podcast in this country that does not going to negate the fact that you ruined those boys' lives. You was a deadbeat, you a drunk, and you a piece of shit. All of y'all played a part in why Austin is not here anymore.
They did, they outthink us. They came and got those kids' phone, and anything that could jeopardize the case, they deleted it, or they didn't bring it in the court, and the judge didn't bring it. If we do the right evidence, we can get the fact. They still got them in their phone, everything in the cloud. If that was a good lawyer, he should have had everybody's phone possible. He could have had it, the judge, to get those phones and bring them to the court. I'm pretty sure when the killing happened, they stopped everybody. Didn't let nobody leave for the evidence.
Well, speaking about the lawyer, listen, if you're watching this, the lawyer has been a ongoing topic. People are saying that the lawyer didn't do the proper job. Other people saying the lawyer didn't have a job to do because he was already guilty because he actually did stab him. But Charleston White, right, will be the person that they're saying told the father to get this attorney that he has.
Charleston White didn't do that. Charleston White might have done said, everybody got their opinion. Charleston White might have told him that in that city. Let me tell y'all something. If you're not from Frisco, please, if you're not from that city, county, and if you don't know what's going on, you're going on the outside. It's majority of Caucasian. I don't know if they got one black judge there. It may be two the most. Everything is Caucasian. Let me tell y'all something. Let's be honest. You think he gonna get a fair trial? Look at the percentage. Let's be honest. And in a county like that, that's known for convicting majority.
And we're gonna get to that.
Okay.
But the lawyer, right? The lawyer. How did he get this attorney?
I don't think his daddy told me, and they getting on his daddy. A lot of people coach his dad to pick. Them folks are not from here. They're not from Dallas. Hey, get this lawyer. This is a good lawyer. And I think, I'm being honest, I think the lawyer tried to fight the case, but I don't think he did a good job. Because if he did a good job, even on the sentence arrangement, he should have called me as a character witness. He could have called the school teacher. He could have called people that know this young man.
Exactly.
Everybody know the mother gonna say, "Have mercy on my son."
Exactly. He ain't called no character witness to the stand at all. No coaches. You're right. The pastor, some students, some athletes, some teachers, nobody. That lawyer did a piss poor job at defending Karmelo Anthony. In my opinion, I believe that he threw this trial on purpose to help the prosecutor convict Karmelo of murder. Because his behavior and the things that he wasn't objecting to, and I think I heard Dominique say that, you know, a black attorney was trying to charge them $200,000. And this white attorney was charging them $75,000, and it's probably why the reason they went with the white lawyer, because everybody around them was coached. Basically, I believe they got bad advice with all these people that was around them telling them to go with this particular lawyer, and it was not a good choice at all.
He didn't even try to put enough thoughts in the people's mind to at least make a decision on should we give this boy 35 years.
Smash that like button, family.
To convince them. They already came in there thinking that we ain't finna let him get away. Right. That's why they picked a jury with no blacks on it.
Okay, that's what I'm gonna talk about. So his daddy got him the lawyer. When he got the lawyer, how did his daddy get the money for the lawyer? Did it come through like donations or
there
things
were
like
people fundraising, you know. They seen a black kid that people felt that did give. It might be whites give, but they felt like something don't make sense. It don't add up. Right. If this kid is under a tent, nobody that got a good heart gonna condemn him for being on a tent when it's raining. Right. Nobody gonna condemn him because he sat there.
Bro, this dude fingernail polish is really disturbing me. I'm not gonna lie. This dude nails is just this crazy to be this ugly, dusty looking 60 years old with a Pooh Shiesty mask on and painted nails. This is weird.
And then listen to another kid.
Right. So we getting in there, but I'm trying to set the whole scenery as far as like the father and as far as like the case, so people watching this can understand. Mm-hmm. Right. So he get the lawyer, right? Was it any problems? Like, cause I know now they're saying he shouldn't have got that lawyer. Was anybody saying that during the time when he got the lawyer?
Oh, I did. I'm gonna be honest. I talked to his dad. Right. I told him to get Heath Harris, right, a black lawyer that's able to beat murder cases. I begged him. I pleaded him. So that's why. But I don't knock him from the decision he made, because the first person that he felt like helped him, named Dominique Anderson, the young black guy that walked out with him in the court. Right. He did help him. My partner, my pastor friend, got him out of jail, named Corey Tony. No limit bail bond is the one that got him out when he couldn't make the bond.
Right. And how much was it for him to get out?
I don't know. I think it was $1 million. Then it got down to $250,000. A black judge, and they got mad at her for lowering his bond.
And they got him out.
And got him out.
And how long was he out before he went back to court?
A year.
So he was out. So the whole time he was out, he's coming to the church. You guys.
No, he didn't go out. He couldn't go nowhere. His
dad,
dad,
and I don't think a lot of people remember it was a black woman on this case, right? His bond was set at $1 million, and she reduced his bond to $250,000, and everybody got mad. Everybody, was kirking out, and then all of a sudden they removed her off the case. Maybe because they, moved it to another district, but it was crazy that they already had a judge on his case, a black judge. But they made sure that they changed venues. They moved to a different county, Collin County, because they did not want Karmelo Anthony to get away with unaliving Austin Metcalf, allegedly.
It came, but he couldn't go nowhere. Because he was on a house arrest. Right. But
so what was that conversation like when he told you? Did he just tell you, no, I just can't change this lawyer?
Well, no. I was telling him he was going off people who was already in his ear before I got to him. Right. You know what I'm saying? He trusts them. You know, he felt like they were giving him positive information. But I didn't. I said, man, you know, O.J. Simpson had 10 lawyers. You know what I'm saying? Other people have more than one lawyer. You go into a county that everybody don't think the same way. The more lawyers you have on your team, they going to catch some that you might not catch.
Right.
Because you didn't catch the fact that when these kids came and testified against him, they said he touched him. Some say he grabbed him. You didn't put enough evidence out there to show the jury that they lying.
Right.
You saying they all had the same story. No, they didn't. They had different stories. A touch and grab like a football, 2 different stories.
Right. I get that part. So the lawyer situation, we can understand that. How was Mr. Anthony? How did he feel about the lawyer? Did he have a say?
But now he felt a whole lot of things because now his son got 35 years. He must have felt like, had confidence in him. He allowed him to take his son through a trial. I think the lawyer did a poor job, man. Let me be honest.
Facts.
I've been in the court system. I've been in trial for assault with a deadly weapon. I know what you're supposed to do and what you're supposed to say. I know how you bring and carry the witness after you've been convicted. I know how you should have people that can pierce the heart of people that's already mad and angry. You got people that's sitting up here, they ain't hearing nothing. They not even hearing what nobody's saying. They not hearing stand your ground.
Right.
They not hearing it's a chance he could have bullied him.
Right.
They only hearing one thing, he murdered.
Right.
He killed him. That's all they kept saying. He murdered him, murder him, murder.
Yep.
That's not a murder. It was an
kill.
accident.
It was a
kill.
Right.
And he did it out of fear. Why? How you know he did it out of fear? Because he didn't stand up like a gangster.
Right.
He sat down.
Right. Right, we get that. So he sat down, he didn't stand up. That's very
and not only that, you got to see the way Judge Roach conducted himself through this 5-day trial, right? He closed down the whole courthouse. Family, I have never heard of a judge having the power to close down the entire courthouse with no other sessions is going on. Nobody else can handle their business. Other people can't deal with their charges, fight their charges, but they closed down the entire courthouse just for Karmelo Anthony. Why? Why was this case so special? Y'all deal with murder cases all the time. Grape cases, aggravated robbery cases. These people wanted this trial to be swift and quiet and private. He did not allow media inside. He even held court on a Saturday, family. You got to think about that. You have never heard a judge holding court on a Saturday. The courts are closed on the weekend. But they wanted to hurry up and rush this trial and hurry up and convict him before people start exposing Judge Roach. The evidence started coming out. That's why it only took the jury less than 2 hours to convict him. No media, no audio, no live streaming, no nothing. And then all of a sudden, Judge Roach want to come out and do a whole goddamn interview. Like, what? An interview, dude? Trying to explain how you conducted yourself during this trial? No, what you did is you try to cover your tracks. You tried to cover your tracks. That's why you wanted a speedy trial like that. Y'all did the conviction and the sentencing the same day. The same day.
Important information.
Very important.
Okay, so moving right along, but going back. He get the lawyer. Now he guilty. All right, Charleston White, right? He donated $75,000 to him, was really trying to help him.
Man, you say what? What you say?
$75,000 to him,
Man,
was
stop
really
all
trying to
that
help him.
playing.
What am I planning for? Charleston White said it. Why would he say it if he's lying?
Okay, y'all, here's the thing that I don't like about folk. Charleston White said a whole lot of stuff, man. One thing y'all got to learn, I know Charleston White. Charleston White used to go to my church. Let me tell you, before he even got some money. Let me tell you something, man. Charleston White is very intelligent to say anything to draw attention. He said he got to say a little bit of this to get people to start supporting him. He got to say a little. He confessed that things he say, it benefit him. Here's the problem. He ain't getting on anybody that done something. Either he doing it. Why he telling the whole world he gets 75? thousand. And maybe he did it to hope that somebody else jump on the wagon and they give. That's a good move.
Why would the daddy even get in bed with Charleston White and everybody know how Charleston White is?
Well, his daddy have already spoke with me about Charleston White. And I said, well, one thing you can use Charleston White for as a benefit, social media is so powerful and strong.
And that was the biggest mistake that they could have made was indulging themselves with Charleston White. That was the biggest mistake that their family made, was associating with that clown when they know he's a clown. Charleston White, listen to me. Just because he got clout and publicity, that's not the type of clout that Karmelo Anthony needed. He didn't need no idiot on the internet talking about he was happy that he unalived the white man. And he stood over his body saying all this crazy stuff because he came out and said Karmelo Anthony was guilty. He deserved to go to jail. And then when the father reached out to Charleston White and explained to him and he saw the video, then he wanted to change his mind and saying that Karmelo Anthony going to beat the case. And he said all this disrespectful things about Jeff Metcalf and the family. And then he started talking about how Karmelo is a watermelon felon selling T-shirts. That was the biggest mistake that the Anthony's family could have did, would associate themselves with that clown.
A lot of people listen to Charleston White, even if he telling the truth or not, even if he say something crazy, because the fool can say some good stuff.
Right, so they was paying Charleston White.
Yeah, Charleston White, huh?
Charleston White was getting paid for that?
No, Charleston White ain't that kind of guy. I ain't gonna say nothing that's a lie against him. Charleston White not into trying to play people out of money.
Yes,
you know
he
what I'm
is.
saying?
Yes,
but he don't
is.
want nobody to try to play him either. If Charleston White see something, he do have a heart for certain things if he sees something. But
No,
soon
he
you
don't.
go against him,
No, he
he'll
don't.
turn on you
Right.
night and day.
Right. So
No,
what was
I
they-
disagree. He ain't got no heart. He ain't got none of that, dude. That dude is a clown. He's a fool. He's an enemy. I don't want to hear that. For this guy to be with Karmelo Anthony's father, talk to him, and they build some type of relationship, then you come on the internet and sell watermelon felon T-shirt with that man's son on your shirts like that? Really? That's the most disrespectful shit that you can do. Because you don't want Karmelo Anthony's father to be out here crashing out. He's not a crash out like you. He can't afford to be on the internet talking crazy. You can do that. He can't do that. His son is fighting for his life right now. So Charleston White was mad because the father don't want to be a crash out like him. The father did the right thing. Stay low key. Stay off the internet. Don't say nothing. And focus on getting your son home. That's it.
the problem? Why did Charleston White end up turning on him?
Okay, I spoke with his dad, and his dad was letting me know Charleston White wanted to, again, trying to tell him how to handle this situation. The man that messed up once. He don't want to do it. If anything going to happen, the man going through it, he want to make his own decision. He don't want nobody, because you give me money don't mean you tell me what to do. Because you help me raise money, that means you going to coach me and I got to do what you say.
Exactly.
Come on, man. They don't work like
But
that.
Charleston White, the reason why they got the case out, that's how the case left Texas. It's Charleston White, right?
Okay, say it did. No, it left Texas because it was nationally known. And that's how Charleston White came about running to the guy. I don't know if it threw me a Joker, but I sent, I think I sent Joker over there to talk to Real Life Street Star to go and talk to the perm. He went over there several times, met the young man and everything. He said, Bishop, man, this is a good kid, man. We got to help him, man. This is a good kid, man. He got good manners. He said, yes, sir, no, sir. He had tears now. He said, man, this kid don't deserve to get locked up. We got to do
know
something.
that.
And this is why I be trying to tell these people, let me tell you something, man, about me. I do a lot of things. I'm from the street. I'm a pastor. God done changed my life. I live that gangster life. I know what a gangster is. I know what a studio gangster is. And I know what a killer is. That young man ain't got no killing in his blood. He made a mistake. He made an accident. And when I say in his blood,
You want me to show you a real unaliver, what a real unaliver look like? Right here. Right here. This is a real one right here. Shout out to Rodney, free Rodney. This is a real one right here. What you guys seen on that body cam footage is not a unaliver. It's not a thug. It's not a street dude. It's not a gangbanger, not a tough guy. This guy was breaking down in tears because of what happened. He begged and pleaded for Austin to leave him alone and not put his hands on him. He said, I told him not to touch me. But Austin didn't care because he's a racist. He's a predator. He's an animal. And he was raised by a racist. So he said, I don't care what you saying, Karmelo Anthony. I'm gonna assault you, and me and my brother gonna jump you anyway.
Everybody capable to kill. The Bible said the mind is deceitful and wicked. Who can know it? Under pressure, you don't know what you'll do. Under fear, you don't know what you'll do. That's why I know these Caucasians that's trying to make this boy be a murderer, they are murder. Because the Bible said if you hate a brother without a cause, you're a murderer. They hate him without a cause. And they're saying stuff and trying to convince people that the black people are racist or the black people are trying to get this boy off because he's black. The black people ain't upset about that.
Bro, they keep saying that we supporting Karmelo because he's black, even though, yeah, that plays a major part. I don't care. I support my people. But we know that he's innocent. But y'all keep saying that all we doing is because he's black. That's not, so what? Y'all supported Kyle Rittenhouse because he's white. Y'all support George Zimmerman because he was a white Latino. Y'all support Chud the Builder, Jake Lane because he's white. What other reason why you support Chud the Builder? What other reason? He's out here antagonizing black people, calling them the N-word, and y'all sending him thousands of dollars, support him, trying to break him out of jail, threatening the judge with violence. But they mad when we support our own? You think I give a damn that y'all saying that I'm only supporting Karmelo because he's black? I don't care. Whatever floats your boat. But we standing behind Karmelo, whether you like it or not. Because y'all supporting Austin because he's white. That's the only reason why you support him.
Upset because they see no justice. They upset because many times we done been in the seat, and the law was not designed for to stand your ground for black people. It was designed for a Caucasian man. Let's prove it. Let's get the fact. It was designed for a weak man. It was designed for somebody that made it went out on a trip, made it went out with their family, and some bullet came or some black guy, and they said we got to put a law because I want to be able to protect myself. And so when you see that the Caucasian man killed a black man and nothing happened, they used to stand your ground law and hide behind it. But this why the black folks.
But they better uphold that stand your ground law with their sister that unalived that white man that was walking up on her repeatedly. I don't know if you guys seen that video. I'm gonna try to either play it on this live stream. I gotta find it, or play it tomorrow. But they better we gonna see. Right? We gonna see about stand your ground, because that animal was because that lady kept backing up. She kept telling him to stop. He kept chasing after her, and she went ahead and sent him where Austin and Charlie Kirk at.
Is mad. Why do the law don't work for a black person?
I was thinking of that, and I was thinking of that when you said that it's certain groups that are protected, and one of them groups, if you're watching this, is the LGBTQ community.
They protected too.
If that was one of them and they attacked them, this would automatically be a hate crime.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Bro, if this was somebody from that rainbow community, these people would be losing their mind. That's what I'm saying. Like, these LGBT people ain't on our side neither, bro. They be fighting for their votes. They get mad if somebody say the wrong pronoun. They out on the street protesting, trying to get you fired. But when they see an innocent black kid that's getting railroaded, they don't say nothing. I see plenty of these lesbians out here speaking against Karmelo Anthony, a bunch of punks speaking against Karmelo Anthony. But let it would have been one of them from their community. Ain't nobody want to say, oh, you only supporting them because they LG. You would never say none of that. But y'all trying to criticize us and demean us. Fucking cowards, bro. Salute to the family. We 300 strong in the building. Make sure you guys smash that like button, subscribe to the channel. This is the hottest show on YouTube. Salute to the family. I don't see no trolls in here today. When they heard about that fee they got to pay, they say, damn, we got to get our dusty broke ass up out of here. But smash that like button for me, family. Let's get this out here in the algorithm.
Automatically. So that's kind of like the thing that throw me, right? Not to be racist. And
That's just being real.
Just you brought that to my attention when you said that.
You know what?
Right?
It's being real. It's because, first of all, when people might say, that's not true. Well, prove me that it's not true. Prove it to me, a young boy that's in the store and you run him down and gun him down, even if you think he stole something. What give you the right to run a kid down and shoot him and a court system find him not guilty? Come on, man.
Right.
We got to stop playing.
Right.
I don't care if he stole a bubble gun. I don't care if he stole a meat or some money. You shouldn't run him down and kill him.
Right.
How can you justify that? You justify that more than a boy sitting down minding his business because he was up on a tent that didn't belong to him. You justify the murder instead of this kid that's sitting on a tent. And the possibility, it could be a possibility that he was trying to avoid the rain. It could be a possibility that he was operating on his ego and pride because another kid trying to tell him to get out from under their tent. Not just one time, not just 2 times, but 15 times. You tell a kid to get it from under the tent. Do you know after you done told him 3 times, why did Austin, Austin was alive? You know what I asked Austin? Let me say something with you, brother. Because why did you just, after you done told him 2 times, why you just didn't leave him alone?
Exactly.
Why you just didn't go get a
It's
coach?
a man thing now. You know what it is. They
Pride
boys.
and ego.
Pride.
So
They
you
gonna
think
go.
them kids out there, you think Austin came to him and said, hey man, this is our tent. And he said, I don't want to fight you. All that's lies.
All right.
That's game. And them kids out there going at it. They say it was cuss words going at it. Okay, watch there. So don't make it pretty. Let's look at the fact. These people on the jury, they don't know that.
We're going to get to the jury. So at the same time, this stuff is going on. Charleston White, right? The watermelon felon, right? That's very viral on social media. He's selling the shirts. How do the father feel about that? Have you talked to the father about that? Did the father say anything about that?
No.
Hey, Jess, you got 30 seconds to cash out $100 before you get blocked. You got 30 seconds to cash out or super chat $100 or you're about to get blocked.
No, let me tell you something. Y'all keep mentioning Charles White. I wish the people,
No, I just want to know.
I know, disarm certain situation because we give him power when his name come up. Charles White do a whole lot of stuff, man. For some reason, I haven't ran across him since he done got famous. I haven't seen him one time since he done got famous. For some reason,
He everywhere.
I haven't seen him. I see him.
Jess, you got 10 seconds to super chat $100 or you getting blocked.
Everybody else, I haven't seen. I'm from Dallas. For some reason, God won't allow me to see him. I'm gonna tell you something about me, real talk. Man, I love God, but I don't play no game. I'm gonna say it one more time. Get this in your ear. The world hear me. I don't play. Because when I lay my life down for anything, I mean it. When I lay my life down to become a Christian, I didn't come to play. I didn't come to play with God's people. I didn't come to play with people. If I was down with something, ask anybody, check my history. I meant it. If I'm willing to live for it, I'm willing to die for it. Y'all come together and play. Y'all see each other, act like nothing ain't happened. I don't play, man, period. I don't care who it is. I'm going to tell you when I see you. I don't look for no trouble, but I ain't worrying about no trouble.
Now, I already know you're a motherfucker. Like, a lot of people don't know. If you're watching this, this is Pastor Eli. He's got a lot of connection to this case. First of all, if you're watching this, he was also convicted for a murder at a young age, right? He was very young, being convicted for the murder. And how much time did you get?
I was locked up for, I'm not going to use certain things. I did a whole lot of things, but I got locked up for assault with a deadly weapon. I shot a guy that was a bullet. And I don't want to bring the name up because I don't want his family thinking that, you know, they still out there. I ain't trying to,
Right, but you've been through the situation before, so.
Yeah, I've been in the situation.
You've been bullied before, you shot somebody before that bullied you.
I was there 15 times. I shot him 6 times. I didn't have no knife. I shot him in front of everybody, broad daylight. And I did that. I was young and dumb. When you are at a young age, man, you can't think. I did it when I was 17. You know what I'm saying?
Same age as he was.
Same age. I did it when I was 17. And so after I done, I felt bad about it. I even tried to say, hey, man, if you want to get me, just don't put the laws in it. You know what I'm saying? He still lived through it. And I said, you can get me, but I'm going to give you $5,000. Just leave the laws out of it. And he told him, no, when you get out, nigga, I'm going to kill you, and but you go into prison. And so I made some mistakes, but I did it with a lack of knowledge. We're trying to judge a 17-year-old like a 29-year-old or 40-year-old.
And I want to show you guys this right here, right? Because I really want to see them have that same energy. We're going to get back to this with this self-defense, family. I think this happened on today or I want to say yesterday or something like this.
It's an exclusive.
This is in Florida of this black woman was getting attacked by this white man, and she stood her ground and sent him to where Austin is.
It's an exclusive. We are hearing from the daughter of a 62-year-old man who died after a confrontation in North Lauderdale in a Walmart parking lot. New video of the incident is shedding light on what happened before the shooting.
And this as the woman accused in the case says that she acted in self-defense. Local 10 crime specialist Bridget Matter live now in North Lauderdale with more on this tonight. Bridget.
Just North Lauderdale Walmart parking lot off McNabb Road.
Look at this guy.
Investigators with the Broward Sheriff's Office say Monday a woman and 62-year-old Bart DiGuglielmo were arguing over a parking spot when the woman pulled out a gun. Video provided by witnesses show the 62-year-old fall to the ground bleeding from his stomach area.
See, they only showing this part. This man was following her around about 50 times. Let me see if they're going to show it.
Father of 3 would eventually die from his injuries.
I just don't think anybody deserves to lose their life over a parking spot.
His daughter Amanda speaking to us on Zoom this afternoon. Fence. The video shows Bart and the woman going back and forth for some time as the woman is pointing a gun and on the phone.
Look at her
Police
backing
eventually
up.
arrive.
She
You
backing
can
up.
see the woman with the gun talking to detectives. Amanda says her father should be alive and she wants to
No,
know
he didn't.
what happened.
I'm hearing different things like on news sites, like it was over. I heard one news site say it was over a parking spot. Another person said it was because my dad was making some type of advance towards the woman, which I will completely debunk because my dad is not that person. He's not perfect, but he's definitely not somebody that's going to do something to that extreme.
No, your daddy should have minded his business. That's what you should have did. Your daddy should have did. Your daddy had no business approaching that woman. And shout out to that sister for standing on business and not allowing this race soldier to walk up on her like that. And that's not even a full video. I'm trying to find the exact full video because he kept walking up on her. She walked back at least 5 to 10 times, and your father kept approaching her.
Local 10 is learning more about
they
what
showing
led
this
up
part
to
right here.
this.
See,
A
they only
deadly
showing this part.
confrontation at a North Lauderdale Walmart parking lot earlier this week. According to the Broward Sheriff's Office, this stems from an argument over a parking spot. 62-year-old Bart DiGuglielmo died from his injuries after being shot in the stomach. Witness video shows the two arguing before the trigger is pulled. The woman's gun pointed straight at him before she eventually shoots. I spoke to a witness by phone. We definitely want your account of what happened. Who says he's too afraid to do an interview but agreed to tell us what happened. He claims the woman in the video was telling the man she would shoot him. He snapped a photo of Bart's parked car. He says it was in an attempt to block the woman from parking. The man's daughter is devastated and wants to know how this could happen.
I just don't think anybody deserves to lose their life over a parking spot.
But you know what? See, these people think they got authority over black people, right? See, y'all think that y'all can get aggressive and y'all can come and approach black people, right? It's no telling what this white man would have did to that woman, because we know that y'all love running up on women. We know that these race soldiers love running up on women, and she stood her ground. See, the news is not playing the whole clip, right? Of course, I didn't expect them to show the whole clip of him continuing to walk on her. She told him, she warned him, back up, stop approaching me. He kept going, and as soon as he tried to run up on her, she sent him to where Austin is. Simple as that. This is stand your ground. This is self-defense. Because he warned her, she warned him, But your daddy could just mind his business, got in his car, and go home. He got to try to prove a point and trying to overpower a woman because his ego was bruised, because he's a coward. Because I guarantee you, if there was a black man, he would have got in his car and drove off. But he saw a black woman. He's like, oh, yeah, I'm going to try to take advantage of this situation.
BSO did not arrest the woman. She is claiming she shot in self-defense. We made several public records requests for the incident report, but we're told the request is pending. A spokesperson for BSO sent us this statement when we followed up about a possible arrest. I have not received any updates. The case will be presented to the Broward County State Attorney's Office to determine if criminal charges will be filed. So here's what happens next. The state attorney's office, they have to do interviews, look at all the facts of the case and determine if this was in fact self-defense or if charges need to be brought against this woman.
Yeah, so right now, no charges has been announced for this woman yet. They haven't charged her. I guess the DA is looking at the case or whatever like this, but I see a clear cut of self-defense. Self-defense, bro. Don't walk up on nobody. Simple as that. This guy kept approaching. She warned him about 5 or 10 times, but he still decided to walk up on this woman, and she defended herself. No telling what he had on him. No telling what he tried to do to that woman, and she made sure that she was going to make it home.
Audio. Their mind
Simple as that.
Operate.
And this is going to be the norm for y'all out there. I want you guys to know that out there. You race soldiers out there, this is going to be the norm. You are not about to walk up on black people thinking that you can assault somebody, thinking that you run the parking lot and you blocked her in over a parking spot. You don't own the parking spot, just like Austin Metcalf didn't own that damn tent. She stood her ground, she handled her business, and she made sure she made it home. Karmelo Anthony stood on business, stood his ground, and made sure that he still got his life. And every time somebody bring up, man, why y'all just can't mind y'all business, y'all get butt hurt. This dude did all this over a parking spot. He chased that woman down constantly in that parking lot, following her. She feared for her life because no telling what that man would have did to her. Because we know how y'all get down anyway. As soon as y'all see a black woman somewhere by themselves, y'all thinking like, oh yeah, I got me one. Not this time, brother. Not this time. I hope you, Austin and Charlie Kirk, is having a good time down there in hell burning.
Man, you might don't need to pull this knife out. Hey, man, you might need to take out and run. Even though it's raining. He wasn't thinking that way.
Right.
He's a kid sitting down and feel like another kid trying to bully him, make him do something that he don't want to do.
Even Charleston White, right? Charleston White, if you're watching this, Charleston White was also in jail for murder at a young age, right? Is this something that happened normally in Texas? Like, because everybody's like, they go to Texas for like,
it's everywhere.
Peace, but no, it's not just everywhere. You, Charleston White, and now him.
Well, Charleston White, two different kind of guys.
It's the same thing.
Yeah,
it's young age. Weapons are involved.
But Charleston White didn't kill nobody. It was his friend.
But he had the gun. He passed him the gun.
I know he passed him the gun, but even in Charleston White's situation, when he was young, he can tell you himself that he made some decisions then that he wouldn't make now.
I get that.
And so a lot of time when you're young, you make a lot of decisions. The decision that I made, I did it out of fear. Man, I wasn't no gangster. I wasn't no killer. I don't care how they try to label me. Everybody that label me, even in prison, in the street, they hear my name. They say, oh, he's a gangster. He's a killer. He's a this. Everybody label people for something, but they don't know the facts behind it. Okay, in prison, I did a lot of stuff. In prison, I ran the prison system, so I understand that. I did that for surviving mode. So because I did that, don't make that's who I was. And so like somebody was telling, well, when he go to prison, he's going to get turned out. No, he ain't. I already made the phone call. Today, my homies on all the prison in Texas, I already know nobody touches him. They going to live up to it. They call me, get what they say? Eli, we got you, bitch.
No one touches him.
Not going to touch him. Look at me, not going to touch him. White or black, Mexican, nobody, but I touch him. When he go in there, he going to really be considered a hero. Not no zero. I don't know where they get that from. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Because that's how people think. But he ain't got to worry about, I see these little old AI commercial. Ain't nobody going to turn. Penitentiary ain't made like that. You never been a penitentiary. You don't understand how it goes.
Right.
You know, I'm locked up and still got authority.
Right.
So I mean, I'm in the world and still got authority in prison. So ain't nobody gonna touch them nowhere.
Right.
Google anybody that got authority in prison. Connect them with my name. What they gonna tell you?
Right,
if
right.
Eli say something, it is what it is.
Right. Now let's get to the jury, right? For everybody watching this, 12 jurors, correct? Mm-hmm. And what was their appearance?
Well, it was said, watch this here, that the reason why they came up with 12 juries with no blacks on it. And when people say of your peers, it's not talking about color. People misunderstand.
Peers is humans, right?
Yeah. It's not people that's around you in your neighborhood. And so we can't.
He out of here. Don't worry. I see him. He up out of here. Just like that. I knew y'all was going to come around sooner or later.
We got to understand, they said, and if it's true, this is a good way to get appeal. They said there was a school teacher that was white, they left on. But the reason why they scratch off the other 3 black, because they say they're educator or they school teacher. Let me tell y'all something, man. And it could be a strategy for the lawyer. He knew that if he didn't have no black, he might have felt like he was going to lose the case. And so he used that to his advantage to get appeal. You never know. So if I see 12 jury, all white, I said, man, I tried, but that's all right. If we don't win, we'll get it. We'll beat it on appeal. Okay, or we'll get it reversed. My thing is, if a design, man, be honest, please, man. Race, people say there ain't no race card. It is a race card. We got to stop saying it. I keep hearing black folks talking about it ain't no race card. They ignorant. It is a race card. Let me tell you why it's a race card. It ain't no black on there. Why is that? Of your race. Why is that? But other race ain't black race. When I was in prison, the Chinese come against us. The Mexicans come against us. Every race come against blacks, man. When I was in prison, when we had a riot, nobody click up with the blacks. The Spanish get with the whites, the white get with the Chinese, but nobody get down with the black. We against each other and everybody else against us. A black man don't have a chance in America. So let's stop all that saying it ain't a race card. Yeah, it is. Let me tell you why it's a race card. First of all, even if they felt like they had enough evidence to convict this young black man, it showed less than 3 hours. They didn't even consider, they didn't even think about it. It take 2-3 days. This is a national case. They didn't even hesitate, man. They came out with a verdict. Y'all played too much. Even when they found him guilty. You know why? Because in their heart, they already made up their mind how they felt about this kid. They was not trying to figure out, is it possible that this kid could have did this out of fear? Or in his own mind, he thinking it's self-defense. That's why he said, don't touch me. Somewhere somebody might have told him, don't you start no fight. Don't you put no hands on nobody. But if they put their hands on you, you defend yourself. That could believe.
I think I found it, y'all. I found the, I had to go try to find this video. I think I found it. This is the video, because the news ain't showing it.
Oh, shit. Oh, fuck.
So she get out the car, family. I want you guys to really pay attention to this right here. He approached her. Look how aggressively he approached her. Look how he running up on her. He seen that gun, he stopped. Look at him. Look how far she away from him. Look, he got all this time to retreat. She behind the cars. She between the cars. You can't even see her no more. This woman is literally between the cars. You can't even see her. Look at her. He following her. Hold on, let me go back. She walked behind the cars. He go follow her behind the cars. This lady is...
Shit. Oh, fuck.
you guys just seen it. Who we got? We got trolls in the building. Trolls in the building. Salute to the trolls. You guys got. That woman pointed the gun. The man knew what the situation was. Karmelo kept the knife concealed until he used it. Okay, what the trolls at? He has a right to have a pocket knife. Okay. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. I just had to make sure. But family, are you seeing this? This part right here is really key for her defense right here. Right? She's literally walking between the cars. Listen, look into this. You can't even see her anymore right here. And look what he about to do. He following this woman. He literally following this woman. See, the news didn't show this. Why didn't the news show this one? This video not even long. It's just a minute and 19 seconds. This woman is literally being followed by this man. She's backing up. She's warning him. He would not stop. He want to prove a point so bad because he's animalistic. This woman is begging this man to stop. She's constantly backing up. She's not being aggressive. And then she had to go ahead and send him where Austin is. He's gone now. Let me check the comment section of this video. And she hasn't been charged yet. She hasn't been charged yet, but this is a clear cut, and this in Florida, by the way. Stand your ground state. This guy was literally following her between the cars. This woman was trying to avoid him. She was trying to move away from him. But he's steady coming. He's steady coming. He's steady coming. She's warning him. He see the weapon in her hand at that. This man must think he's bulletproof or something. This guy seen the weapon that this woman was holding, and he steady followed her. The entitlement that these guys got. This the same energy that Austin Metcalf thought he had. Hunter Metcalf thought he had. This woman is backing up. Karmelo said, "Don't touch me, bro. Touch me and see what happened." And what did Austin do? Put his hands on him. And now he's no longer here. This woman was backing up. If you think about this, family, if you see a weapon, your first instinct, like, damn, let me get up out of here. Okay, this is getting real. Because she could have pulled it out and it just popped you, but she didn't. She tried to warn you, but you followed her, you followed her, you followed her. She even got more distance. This part right here, she even got more distance and went behind the cars to the point where you can't even see her. The news did not play this part. Look at her. She go walk. Hold on. Let me play this part again. She go walk between these cars to get her separation. She kept going. She backed up. Look at him. He steady arguing, steady talking to her. Look at him. Following her. So she's walking around. He's literally following this woman around the car. And she got a gun pointed at him. He would not stop. All he had to do was get in his car and go home. He walks away and he come right back up. Look at him. Look at this animal. He walked right back up. She had enough. She had enough. She had enough. She did everything possible that she can do to try to de-escalate this situation. She didn't whip out her gun and start blasting. She let him know to back up. Hey, matter of fact, if you don't want to back up, I'ma back up. Matter of fact, I'm going to go between the cars. I'm going to go behind the cars. And what this guy do? Follow her around the cars. Around the whole fucking car. And then he walked away and came back up. He walked away and came right back up. This is what you call entitlement. Exactly. He was going to disarm her and shoot her with her own gun. That's what I think. That's what these white dudes try to do. They try to find black women that's by themselves, right? Because that's all they do because they cowards. And this sister was prepared. She like, oh, no, I ain't finna be no victim. I ain't finna be no victim. Hell no. I ain't finna be no victim. She was not aggressive. She pulled out her weapon. She warned him. Matter of fact, she closed it. She walked away. He kept coming. He had numerous opportunities to retreat and get in his car and go home. This woman is already parked. Dude, you're not going to get in this parking spot. She already in the parking spot. So what you was going to do, make her move her car? You was going to make somebody move her car. Make her move her car. But the news did not play this. The news played when she shot the man. Look how aggressively he walked up on her. Thinking he tough guy. His arm swinging. Pay attention, family. Look, his arm swinging. Look at him right here. Look, like he ready to fight. That sister backed up. She pointed the gun at him. Hey, go ahead. I don't want no problems, bro. Go ahead. Look at him. Kept walking to her. She went between the cars trying to get away from him. She tried everything possible to get away from this fucking animal. He followed her around the whole car, family. Around the whole goddamn car. The news ain't play this. The news wanted to paint a picture that he just walked up and she shot him. And look at him. He walked away and he walking right back up. Oh my God. Here we go. She had enough. Go on, get up out of here, bro. Ain't about to keep playing with you. We are not about to keep playing with y'all. I don't know why y'all think this is a game. Oh, Karmelo could have got up and just leave. He could have complied. No. No. We are going to make sure we make it home. We are going to make sure that we stay alive. This man was out for blood. This man wanted to put his hands on this black woman. He wanted to hurt and assault this black woman. And she stood her ground and made sure that she get judged by 6 instead of carried by 12. I mean, carried by 12 instead of, y'all know what I mean, goddamn. I can't think of it right now. I'm pissed off. Judged by 12 instead of carried by 6. Dummy. And you guys know we reviewed this video the other day. This race soldier running up on these kids.
If you guys are fucking around, you're fucking around on the wrong street.
Wait till you see how this one ends. So this guy notices these 3 kids, older high school, younger college age kids. They're soliciting for their mobile car detailing company. And he goes and confronts them, pulls out a gun.
Like, that's crazy,
Show me your business card.
Oh, you have it right there.
This guy just got his gun just blatantly out while he's talking to these kids.
So I don't believe this is to be necessary, but I don't appreciate how you came up to me like that. We could have handled it a little bit different.
Why come you're all going door to door? Why are you just picking random houses?
Well, because there's some people without cars.
Some people with cars, like some people don't have cars, some people do have cars, and our specific service is cleaning cars, mobile detailing. We take it to them rather than having to go to a shop.
Okay, well, my car's right there. You walk right by me. Why didn't you stop and ask me?
Because we started on the end of the neighborhood, and we're coming around. We're just checking it out.
Yeah, Lodi, that's what it is. Judged by 12 instead of carried by 6. Yeah, free Karmelo. Facts.
The only reason why I didn't go upstairs either, sir. I was actually just checking out.
A window cleaning
I was just checking out the garage.
I can tell you checking out the homes. I want to know why.
Yes, sir. I understand.
Look at him.
I understand why you'd be worried, but we don't have any bad intentions at all, sir. We just wanted to
look at this animal. The way he's so hostile with these
children. I understand that.
They're explaining
nothing on our record.
about their business.
Look it up.
I don't want to look it up.
All right, well,
I can tell you.
Can you please put that away?
If you want to fuck people,
we're not fucking with nobody.
You got the wrong fucking street.
We're not
got so bad. He want to be tough.
This is in or near.
Yeah, he want to be a tough guy. He want to be a tough guy. These kids explained to him what he was doing, what they was doing. They showed them their business card. He still didn't even put up holster his weapon because he was thirsty for blood. He was thirsty for blood. Just like this racist man, he was thirsty for blood. He wanted to harm that black woman. And she said, absolutely not. Look at somebody gonna say a parking space is now worth shooting people for, sentence her to life. Look at him. See, it's never self-defense when it comes to people. How are you going to shoot an unarmed man and simply walking towards you? What you mean? Simply, you see these people? Look at these white supremacists in the chat. Why isn't this on national news? Black lady shooting a white guy, nothing to report here. If it was the other way around, Just imagine if this was a black man running up on a white woman while she got her gun out. She's trying to de-escalate the situation, walking away, walking behind cars, walking between cars. What you think these white race soldiers will be saying right here? What you think they'll be saying? She pointed their weapon for hella long time. She warned dude properly, and he continued to approach her. I am a conservative Christian MAGA, and based on a little info presented, that woman was justified in protecting herself. This isn't about race this time. Hope her new was legal. Hope her gun was legal. Exactly. See, they come up with every excuse in the world when a black person want to defend themselves. See, a black person can't defend themselves, family. They come up with every excuse in the world. They come up with excuse. They talking about she need to go to jail. I hope, this guy said, I hope they hang this piece of shit, waste of life, upside down when she gets to court. Dude did nothing wrong. Let me highlight this tweet right here. This guy said, I hope they hang this piece of shit, waste of life, upside down when she gets to court. Dude did nothing wrong. This is why we need to get rid of these horrible, disgusting, filthy people. Retard ass people have no power trip when they have a firearm. People like this shouldn't be flushed a long time ago, and this man would still be alive. No, sir. Actually, he would have still been alive if he would have just drove off and minded his business. See, he thought he was going to get aggressive with his sister, and she was going to allow him to put his hands on her. And she tried to make sure this little Mayo monster go home to his family, to his daughter. She de-escalated multiple times, and he just wanted to keep going. Why do y'all think that y'all have some type of authority over black people? See, that's why when it comes to this Karmelo Anthony situation, I don't give a fuck what they got to say, because they don't care about nothing. Black people don't have the right to defend themselves in their eyes. But George Zimmerman can just walk down on a child that's unarmed, and he can unalive them when he get his ass kicked. She didn't even risk. She didn't even give him the opportunity to get that close to her. But he talking about she need to get hung. The same shit that she said. Shout out to this sister right here. Shout out to her. She hasn't been charged yet, but free her. While all these Mayo monsters in the chat losing their mind. Self-defense. He warned this coward numerous of times to back up. And he didn't want to back up. So now he's maggot food with Austin Metcalf. Simple as that. I don't know how else to put it. I don't know what y'all think this is.
To these like new and improved modern day races is because it's laughable. Like, you guys are broke. You guys are broke. You don't have money. You don't have power to practice that level of racism that your great great grandparents did, or the people before you did.
Right.
Because the billionaires have taken over. You're the new N-words. Because you're at the bottom of the totem pole. You're uneducated. You don't have proper life skills, so you can't survive without living off, meaning like using or stealing from someone else. You're laughable. They don't take you serious like they did your great great grandparents. You're not in power. You need to be able to afford to be a racist.
Right.
Y'all can't be racist. You too broke. And it's like you're just as broke or broker than the people that you're getting online harassing. You really can't afford it. You need to be worried about your health care. And if you got any retirement funds, these people at the top,
she basically saying that these race soldiers they can't even afford to be racist. They're losers. So the only thing they're focusing on is black people and going out here and ending their lives. They have no money, no education. They blaming black people for their problems because they're incels. The white women don't want them. The white women is sick of them because they so obsessed with black men. The white women are tired of these losers. They don't even want to procreate with you idiots. Mother Nature is wiping y'all off the earth. Y'all are literally writing your own death certificate. That white man could have just got in his truck and drove off and went home, but he decided to go on a power trip thinking that he was going to bully, right? He was going to bully that sister because he walked up on her with his hand swinging. He walked up on that sister with his hand swinging, and she said, you know what? Take that.
These rich and wealthy people got you thinking that your racism is going to work, and it's not. They're just using you to distract the people that they're really intimidated by so they can keep everybody at the bottom while they use you as watchdogs. Yeah, like, get a grip. Real racism, white supremacy only works when a person has power.
Exactly.
And resources to withhold, and because they have a bias. Racism is a prejudice, but it's when you're able to disenfranchise an entire group of people with your prejudice. Ism, that's why they call it an ism, racism. Y'all need to learn. You calling somebody the N-word, you calling folks watermelon felon, you calling folks all types of names, you're not doing anything with that in this season. You're making yourself look stupid because you're just as poor or you're just as living in an unfortunate state as the people you're talking about.
Yeah, just use Chud the Builder for an example, right? The most racist people is these poor whites, right? They like Chud the Builder. He's getting evicted from his home. He don't have no money to pay for his car. His trailer is about to get repossessed. He's dusty. He's broke. Jake Lane on the internet. See, Jake Lane have to get money from crash outs, right? If you think about that white lady that called that autistic child the N-word and she got over $750,000, she was a loser meth head. Look at what y'all support. The most racist people are the most broke, dusty people. This system is fucking them up, but they have to focus on us. On us. You said they talking about the parking lot shooting on Evening News with David Murray. Yeah, like, but they not gonna play the whole video though. See, on the news, they playing half-ass videos. I'm gonna show you guys the difference of what the news playing of what we just played, right? You guys seen what we played. This is what the news is playing. They only playing the shooting. They didn't see this guy antagonizing her, following her constantly. This is what the news is playing, fam.
With an exclusive, we are hearing from the daughter of a 62-year-old man who died after a confrontation in North Lauderdale in a Walmart parking lot. New video of the incident is shedding light on what happened before the shooting.
And this has the woman accused in the case.
Deadly confrontation in a North Lauderdale Walmart parking lot off McNabb Road.
Look how the news play us.
Investigators with the Broward Sheriff.
Look how the news play us. You see how the news, this is why black mainstream media, black content creators are so important. Because if you just look at this, you'll be like, why the hell she just shoot a man that walked up on her? That's all he did, was just walk up on her and she just let some shots out. That's what they want you to think.
Confrontation in a North Lauderdale Walmart parking lot off McNabb Road. Investigators with the Broward Sheriff's.
That's all they played. And then they brought the daughter on here to give you a sob story.
I don't think anybody deserves to lose their life over a parking spot.
His daughter, Amanda, speaking to us on Zoom this afternoon. She says her father was a veteran and former ER trauma nurse. The two had recently reconnected.
He was a good man.
No, he wasn't.
According to investigators, the woman claims she shot in self-defense. The video shows Bart and the woman going back and forth for some time as the woman is pointing a gun and on the phone. Police eventually arrive. You can see the woman with the gun talking to detectives.
You guys see how they cutting the video up? See, when they show her walking behind that car, she actually walked around the whole car. They cut it straight to this right here.
Amanda says her father to detectives with the gun eventually arrive. You can see the woman with the gun talking to detectives for some time as the woman is pointing a gun and on the phone. Police eventually arrive. You can see the woman with the gun.
Wow. See, they're not going to show you where she walked around the whole entire car and he followed her. They literally cut the video in real time.
Pointing a gun and on the phone. Police eventually arrive. You can see the woman with the gun.
Okay, now that we see this.
Talking to detectives. Amanda says her father should be alive and she wants to know what happened.
I'm hearing different things like on...
Okay, we saw that. But let's see the full video again, family. You seen how the news media just cut that.
Oh shit. Oh, fuck.
Yeah, you're right, West India. Not all black content creators. Let me correct myself. Yeah, not all black content creators, right? Yeah. You know I'm not talking about the other ones. You know I'm not talking about the others. Now the news didn't play this part right here. Look at her walking behind the car. You don't even see her in the video right now. Look at him. He's still talking, still being aggressive. He followed her around the whole... Why is he following her? Look at her around the whole car. Steadily following this woman. But these white men out here chimping out mad. Look at him. He walk away and then come back again. Look at him. And that's when they start the video on the news to try to portray her as some type of a lunatic that just shot her man over a parking spot. She didn't just unalive this guy over a parking spot. She gave him multiple times to retreat. But he took it upon himself to keep following this sister, and she made sure she went home. I don't give a damn what y'all said. She did the right thing, and I support her. You have to be ready out here, family, because these bloodthirsty mayo monkeys is searching for... This man wanted to hurt this woman. That's why he didn't stop. His daughter on the news crying, talking about some... I don't know why my father's supposed to still be here. I just don't understand. Nobody should lose their life over a parking spot. This is not about a parking spot, ma'am. This is about life and death now. That man followed that woman for at least 45 seconds to a minute before she decided to go ahead and send him where Charlie Kirk at. So now he can hold hands with Charlie Kirk. They can talk about black on black crime while they burning in hell. You say, I want to see how Officer Bootlicker Tatum. Oh, you already know. You already know how they coming. Oh, they gonna spin this net. Oh, you seen how we see this clear cut. But watch how the Sambos narrate. And you know we gonna cover it. Watch how the Sambos cover it. Did she get arrested or she? No, she didn't get arrested yet. They haven't charged her yet. Right? The DA is still looking at the footage. They haven't charged her yet. She's at home. She's a free woman. And they waiting on the DA to, to make a decision whether they want to charge her or not. This is a clear case of self-defense. This is self-defense. Yeah, I already saved the video and downloaded it. I got the video. And it's on my platform anyway, so it ain't going nowhere. It ain't going nowhere, family. But I don't know why people think that somebody about to play with them. Nobody's about to play with y'all. This woman tried her hardest. She tried everything in the book. She tried everything in the book. Look how aggressive he walked up on her. But when you look at the white mainstream media, when you look at white media, they play clips and edit the video. These people really edited this video. This video not even that long. Why would you edit it? Why would you edit the video? He said she won't cry when that life insurance kick in. Exactly. But man, look, shout out to that sister. She stood her ground. She made it home. And he decided he wanted to be a bully and lose his life. Shout out to Davis for the $10 cash app. Thank you so much, David. I appreciate that. Salute to you. Salute to you. I really appreciate that. Yeah, he wanted to die. That's on him. He wanted to die because he wanted to prove a point. Just look at him, fam. Just look how he look. He looked like a motherfucker that want to cause problem. They said he looked like an older Austin. I spelled that right. But yeah, family. Man, look. Salute to Rodney, free Karmelo Anthony, and all these lies. It's got to stop, family. It's got to stop sooner or later. It's too much information is coming out. Vic said what's crazy is he could have stopped messing with her and got the parking lot that was just made. Yeah, that was made available. Exactly. There was an open parking spot right there, but he did not want to stop. He just kept going, kept going, kept going, kept going. He did not want to stop. Yeah, I seen it, Laugh. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. I shouted you out. Thank you so much for that donation. I appreciate you. You the MVP. But yeah, like he didn't want to stop. He wanted to keep going and antagonize that sister because he wanted to hurt her. He walked up on her aggressive anyway with his hand swinging. He ran up on that woman with his hand swinging. And now I guess this finna be the big case now. I guess this about to be the big case that everybody finna talk about now. So what? Self-defense. Let me guess. She should have never pointed a gun at him over a parking spot. You see how they try to make it everything is about Karmelo being under the tent, right? See, it's never that Karmelo was defending his life, himself, whatever. It's all about the tent and it's all about the knife. This situation is going to be about a parking spot, about her pointing a gun. They are going to come up with some type of excuse for the reason why they don't believe that this sister should defend herself and stand her ground. I don't know when y'all gonna wake up. Hey, you racists out there. Y'all not getting the picture? We're not playing around with you. I am going to go home. I am going to make it home by any means necessary. If you want to get out here and play with your life like that, good luck. Austin and Charlie Kirk will be waiting on you. Simple. But salute to the family. Make sure you guys smash that like button. Subscribe to the channel. I enjoyed you guys on this evening. Free Karmelo, free Rodney, free Tyler Robinson, and salute to this sister. We will be covering that case and supporting that sister, because I am super proud of her for being prepared. Just think about it if she wasn't prepared. That's what I'm saying. Ladies, you have to be prepared. You have to be prepared. Because these white men will try you. Especially when they don't see you with a man. Especially when you out with your kids, they look at you like a target. Like, oh yeah, I know I'm finna get her. The way he ran up on that woman and he seen that gun. This is how entitled that this man is. He seen that gun and continued to walk that woman down. Yeah, we heard from the beginning before they spin it. That's why I got it, because I already know Mr. Potato Head, Jason Whitlock, Pochop, that woman could have just got in her car. These black people are so aggressive. They so criminal. They animals. No, bro, we're not playing no games with you. I don't know what the hell y'all think this is. So you can't spin it. You can't make up your own scenarios. We see it with our eyes that she was going to make sure that she make it home. But free Karmelo. Exactly. She didn't know what he could have had if he was back, if she wasn't alone, if he wasn't alone. Exactly. But I'm glad that sister stood on business. And we're going to see if Florida is going to uphold their stand your ground law. Let's see. That's what I'm waiting to see. Because I know that prosecutor, that DA is looking at that video like, damn, I don't know, bro. Like, he kept following her. Like, she tried to de-escalate it. She walked between, she even walked behind a car. She walked away from her own vehicle to get away from him. But this guy is such a demonic animal. He followed her behind the vehicle. I'm just saying, what do y'all want us to do? What do y'all want us to do? What if that man would have beat that woman to death? Exactly. He joined his buddies. Austin, you got you a brother. Go join Austin. Go join Charlie Kirk. Good luck with it, man. Good luck with it. But free Karmelo. Yeah, Sugar Mama says it's not about the tent or the parking space. They really want us back in slavery and back on the field. Exactly. West Indies said, I'm an Army vet. I stay ready, but in death applies to all of us, family. Exactly. We all got to be ready. I said if you guys legally can carry a weapon, you legally can carry a knife, a taser, a mace. Don't let these motherfuckers run up on you. We ain't trying to worry about what if, ands, or buts. So we ain't worrying about that. Let's make it home, and then we can worry about if, ands, and buts. But in a situation like that, listen to me. There's only one way how this thing going to go. You are going to go off, drive off, mind your business, or you're going to be playing chess in hell with Austin Metcalf. Yeah, exactly, Tonya. He wanted her scared before he walked away, and it didn't happen. Exactly. He wanted to, he really wanted to dominate it. He wanted to dominate that situation. That's why he kept approaching. He kept approaching. She wasn't showing no fear. She wasn't backing down. She drew her weapon and warned him. If somebody point a gun at you, your mind, your thought process, with a normal person would have said, oh, okay, you got it. Let me get up out of here. Oh, you wrote a letter to Karmelo? Okay. Look up his info. Okay. Yeah, he thought he was going to scare her. But she really was helping him out. She was like, listen, sir. You said after this, they would change or stand your ground law because we black people are using law against them. Exactly. They're going to try to switch up the law, say, oh, well, she ain't done this. They're going to try to tweak it. They're going to try to have a private trial, a closed trial, no media, no nothing, no streaming. Nobody can go into the courtroom. An all-white juror saying a black woman unalive a white man. Oh, she should have done this. She should have done that. They already making excuses for this man. I just read you guys the comment section of that video. This guy said that woman should be hanged. She said that man, this low IQ Neanderthal said that this man done nothing wrong. This man said that white man ain't done nothing wrong. That's how they think. Like Austin. You heard Megyn Kelly say, he ain't do nothing wrong. Yeah, they rushed. They got a death wish. But we gonna make it to the crib. I don't give a fuck about nothing y'all talking about. I ain't trying to. Is he gonna do this? And is she gonna do that? Or should I make sure you got? I ain't. Listen to me. I ain't psychic. I know y'all trying to make it seem like Karmelo Anthony is psychic. He got psychic powers. He premeditated unalive in Austin. Listen to me. That sister gave him numerous opportunities to make it home to his family. He chose otherwise. He thought that he really wanted to put his hands on her. That's why he followed her behind that car. When he followed her behind that car, they told me his exact motive. He thought he was going to catch up to her so he can do something to her. He thought he was going to either knock the gun out her hand. They was going to fight over the gun. So now he can claim self-defense. Oh, she pulled a gun out on me. It ain't fun when a rabbit got the gun. Don't forget April Chapman, right? This is the new Karmelo Anthony case. It would be divided by race. I hope she doesn't get charged. You already know that's coming. They already dividing it right now. It's spraying all over social media. Can't nobody tell me she was not traumatized. Let's keep in mind how this affects her emotion. My heart goes out to her and her loved ones. Exactly. And the thing is, she kept bagging back. She didn't even want to do it. She just showed him, hey, I am armed. I am not going to allow you to keep approaching me aggressively, talking shit. Matter of fact, I'm going to do you one better. I'm going to go behind this car so that we can have space between each other because I don't want to do nothing to you. This damn fool went behind the damn car. And these idiots in the comment section talking about he ain't do nothing wrong. You think I give a fuck about what they gotta say? They don't give a damn about black life. They don't give a damn about black life. Exactly. They feel so entitled to run up on you and harm you and talk shit about you. Austin could have just minded his business. He would have still been alive while Hunter busting down his girlfriend. This sister gave him so many. She was being so courteous of this guy. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, they feel emboldened. Because they think they going to have another, Karmelo Anthony situation. Because people don't think that we supposed to, protect ourselves. But okay, keep thinking that. And more of y'all going to get sent to the upper room. Yeah, these people be having road rage. Just like, if I get a parking spot, bro, I'm so level-headed. I'm so positive. I don't want conflict, but I'm always ready for it. But I'm not finna get out my car and confront somebody just because they got in the parking spot before me. It's not the end of the fucking world. I don't know what that person got. They don't know what I got. I'm trying to live. I'm not finna be out here trying to tussle with nobody and argue over no parking spot. Okay, cool. They got the parking spot. I'm just gonna go find another one. I'm not finna get out my car and aggressively approach somebody. And when that person draw their weapon, I'm gonna keep following them. I'm gonna keep approaching them. Yeah, Hunter wanted him gone. Facts. But that's finna be the next big case, family. This case that we just witnessed is about to be the next big case. They finna be on the internet talking about how she a criminal and she should have done that and why she got her gun out and she ain't had no business shooting that man and all that. And the news media really cut that video up. The news media really chopped that video up. They did not even play. They didn't even have the time and the patience. The video wasn't none but a minute that I played y'all. It's not even long. These people edit a minute long video and started the video where when she unalived him. They missed out the part of all the following, all the aggressive approaching. They went straight into the shooting. This is why our platforms is so important. This is why these platforms is so important. Because if we just go by the news, if we just go by what we seen on the news, we'll be like, damn, she just shot a man because he walked up on her. That's it? Yeah, she deserved to go to jail. But then when you see the full version of it, you're like, oh, he was actually asking for this. And if we actually see the video that Eddie recorded, yeah, I'm actually going to find I'm trying to log into my Vic. I'm going to log into that, and I'm going to try to have that for y'all tomorrow or something. I'm going to try to have my backup page ready. I got to try to get back in it. Bunny said, keep on thinking they not doing nothing wrong. When they did wrong, Austin now big goon in the parking lot following woman who warned you. Exactly, Bunny. Exactly. This woman even, she even went behind. She tried to hide behind the cars. That's how much this woman did not want no smoke. She knew that she had the upper hand because she had the gun. So she said, you know what? Let me go behind this car right here. Let me go behind this car and let me see if this animal gonna follow me. And what did he do? Follow her. But the news chopped that video up when he followed her around the whole vehicle. And they started right when the shooting happened. They start the video right when I'm just curious. Before we get up out of here, family, I'm just curious of what that comment section looked like on that video. I'm really curious. Let me. I want to go to that news network. I just want to know what the comments say. What the comments saying?
News site it was over. I heard.
She showed up ready for a fight. Fights over a space, pulls a gun, shoots to kill. Impulse control. No, the fatigue is real. It will only be a hate crime if the races were reversed. Wow. These people saying the fatigue is real. Too bad no bystanders was there to apply pressure to his wound and had first aid kits in their car. The fact that he trusted that black woman wouldn't shoot him was the biggest mistake. This was not self-defense. She murdered that man in cold blood. Wow. Y'all hear the excuses, fam? Yet another hate crime. Definitely not self-defense. It's racism. Second-degree murder. She needs to be arrested. See, this is what I'm saying. We are not finna wait around and wait on these people to be honest about anything. These people do not believe that black people should defend themselves at all.